Hey everybody, Jay here with another quick update on my cancer stuff. I had to. Well, first off, I just want to say it's an update on that, and I also want to explain to you that miracles happen. Okay, I just had to go to my doctor's office, and for those of you who missed the last video, they went to the hard to get to tumor that they couldn't really see all that well. Did a biopsy, comes back benign, which is fantastic. All the scans show that the cancer is gone from my rectum. They still have to do a colonoscopy to confirm it, but it's pretty much a given at this point. So I haven't talked to any of my doctors or anything. I just saw this information online. So I go into my doctor's appointment, and I know from these tests, I'm not doing any more chemo. I'm just going to tell them I'm not doing this anymore. I am my own best advocate. I'm not doing any more chemo. So I get in there, I get in the office, I go strutting down there, and I sit down, and only for them to come in. And long story short, pretty much goes, "Hey, Mr. Smith, it looks like your cancer's in remission. We're going to take you off of chemotherapy." Which that made me very happy, but I did have to sit a little deflated for a minute and just, oh, that's cool. You guys are the experts. We'll just do what you all say. You're the experts. I was already went down there with that dude, but man, was that good news. So 3 months ago, these are the same people that were telling me they're probably going to have to keep me on treatments forever to keep me alive. And 3 months later, the same man, very serious guy, great at his job, is looking at me and telling me that my cancer is in remission. The first time around that I did chemo, it did nothing to help. It did zero things. Radiation did most of the work. So my surgeon literally had to talk my chemo doctor into doing more chemo, going back through the rigmarole, going back through the misery. And man, with that on top of getting my nutrition in order and all this other stuff, I was getting the nutrition in order. You got to keep your hands up, head not on the line. You got a lot of head movement. You got to move. You got to block, sidestep, counter. Block, sidestep, counter. That's the McGregor special. Works every time. On top of that, man, I have to thank everybody for praying for me. There were so many of you people out there putting out those good vibes and praying for me. And on top of that, I had an entire man, I just asked this question the other day. What do you call a whole bunch of nuns? It's not a flock. It's not a gaggle. It should be. That would make God laugh. We'll call them a gaggle. Let's call them a gaggle of nuns. Convent. It's a convent. I got it. We just did this the other day. I went through this the other day. I had a whole convent of nuns. A gaggle just sounds better. I had a whole gaggle of nuns praying for me with everybody else and the candles and the whole nine, man. And to see what just happened 3 months ago, I thought I was going to be doing these treatments forever to stay alive. And here I am in remission. Doesn't mean I won the war. I just won the battle right here. I'll have to be worried about this the rest of my life. The reoccurrence rate is fairly significant. It's up there because of how everything went for me. But I also learned there's a new blood test that they can do to test for cancer cells in your blood. And if they see increased levels or whatever, I guess it can show that you're going to have a reoccurrence and they can get on it before it becomes a huge problem. So I get tested in 2 months. Well, I'm doing the colonoscopy in February. I'm getting tested again in 2 months. They're going to do the MRIs, all the scans. And then I get tested every 3 months after that. Blood tests all the time. I'll be in at least every 6 weeks for blood tests. And they'll constantly be watching me, but I'm at the best hospital. I got the best doctors. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty stoked about this. When we were in Moffitt, it was everything I could do to just tone it down, not be like, yes, and go screaming through the hallways, man. I was pretty stoked, especially from my doctor, who this guy was so stoic, man. He really showed little emotion throughout this whole thing. And just like to see his face and him smiling, telling me that I was in remission and that I was going to get to stop doing chemo. Man, that was amazing. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. Doing my test here soon. I'll keep you guys updated on everything for now, but it looks like I'm on the mend. So start looking for me out there fishing, bringing in all the fishes. Hopefully do some hunting here next season too. So I will see you guys soon. Peace.